Hello, Rachel.
What's your name?
My name is Biba Prager, and I'm from Liberty.
Okie dokie. So what are you doing here at Bookfest?
Well, I'm displaying my book, which is my heritage, my destiny, and my display here tells all about my heritage.
What is your heritage?
Latvian. I'm from Europe. I was born in Europe. I'm an immigrant into the United States.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hello. What's your name?
My name's Earl Lacer.
Alrighty, and what books did you write?
Well, first, I'm from Alta, Wyoming. I'm just here visiting. I've written 3 books. I brought 2 with me. One is entitled Green Fire, Stories from the Wild. The other is I Always Did Like Horses and Women, Enoch Cal Harrington's life story.
Alrighty. So what brings you to Bookfest today?
Well, I was visiting the area, Cedar Run, where I grew up, and I was invited to Bookfest, so I brought my books and came to the Bookfest.
Alrighty.
Would you like to know something about the books or not?
Yes, indeed. That would be lovely.
Green Fire is 13 stories about flagship species. Species that are major conservation programs center around, such as bison, cougar, wolf, grizzly bear, wolverine, pika, and so forth in the northern Rocky Mountains. The stories are multi-layered. They're stories within stories, and they should make interesting reading to anyone who likes animals.
Alrighty.
The book on Cal Harrington is about a colorful character that lived in Jackson Hole turn of the 20th century. He became a well-known personage that traveled all over the world trying to get game in Africa and so on. Started off just as a simple orphan cowboy. It's all about the American dream.
Crawls out on the limb and reaches out precariously and grabs the boy's arm as he starts coming by and helps pull him off onto the limb and out of the water. And never told a soul. He told his brother about it, who he shared the room with his uncle. But he never told anyone else about it, according to Chuck, and I'm sure that was true. Also because the other boy said his dad would kill him if he ever found out what happened. So they sat on the edge. And that was Ernie. That was Ernie, not this kid running away. Okay, granted, the kid running away in the movie ran faster, okay? And so that was allegedly the point of it. But that wasn't important because Ernie never had to run away from people. Ernie confronted them. And yet, they have him confronting Ben Schwartzwalder later in the movie. That wasn't Ernie. The coach. The coach. He would never have done that. He didn't need to. The coach adored him. He would do anything Ernie wanted. But Ernie didn't need to anyway because he didn't confront people. You know. But he would have stayed to his ground. He never would have run away. That wasn't his style.
I decided I would try to write a book on the Vikings. It was totally different from anything I've done before. Being a historical fiction nut, I had to base my book on things that actually happened back in the dark ages. So the premise that I based my book on was there was one country in Europe that the Vikings could not conquer, no matter how hard they tried. And that was the country of Wales. Fend off enemies, they threw up a rampart of earth and stone, posted alert guards on the perimeter. When they got into their battle gear, they would wear the long tunic like I have on, and the Vikings always wore real heavy wool pants because they came from a very cold place. And believe it or not, according to legend, Viking helmets had the horns on them. Well, actually that wasn't true. Someone made that up. This was the actual helmet that a Viking warrior would wear. And notice the goggles he has to protect his eyes here. And also he had flaps of leather down the back, down the sides of his face, and also down his neck, so that no one could hack him in the head. And this was the type of helmet that the usual Viking would wear. Just like the common man who would go off seafaring and trying to steal booty from all these countries, the guy that was sort of poor. The leaders would have this same helmet, but made out of iron. It's pretty creepy, actually, because again, you got the fierce eye, the eye holes there that they snarled a lot and had these big beards sticking out of the bottom of the helmet, and it really scared anybody that they would charge wearing a helmet like this. As far as weapons, the Vikings favored the axe. And this is an actual battle axe, or a replica of one that the Vikings would use. And if you notice on the blade, there's engraved in scroll work a dragon there too. So the Vikings also used dragons to try to scare their opponents. They would have a dragon prow on their longship that they used to sail the seas, and also they would use these dragons on their weapons. And I can't imagine fighting with this axe, because in one hand they held a round shield, and in the other hand they were hacking away with this axe. I can't even hardly go like that without throwing it on my shoulder, but they did that, for a whole battle. They must have been really rugged, tough guys to be able to use this weapon to that degree. And also they would use this to hack through shields, they would use it to hack through armor, they'd use it to hack through the guy's head that they were fighting. So this was a really great weapon that they used to great advantage. And again, they used it with one hand. I'd have to swing both hands to do any damage. They did it with one hand while holding a shield to fend off any blade.
Nothing in the future was known to people living in 1950, except when the Korean War began on June 25th, 1950. Most of it, everything except the nuclear threat, was invisible, living, loving, living and loving. Philadelphia, these kids in the Brooklyn Rock so big they almost broke the fishing rod. In the days before Home Depot, some of you may recall the local hardware store existence. As I read this article, White's hardware was a small old intersection of multi-story branches that had operated in that location by 3 generations of the White family. It traces its history back to 1881. Done by a partnership called the White and Remington Hardware Company, and that changed nothing other than its name over the years, becoming White's Hardware in the 1920s when the Remington family faded out. When Henry Williams worked there after his period of recuperation from the war, it looked like a country store in a painting on the cover of the Saturday Evening Post. Its narrow aisles and shelves were so laden with merchandise that they threatened to come crashing down. Patient clerks who had been with the store forever could take the time to help customers